Imagine a world where every single moment of your day revolves around the relentless pursuit of pleasure. Consider the allure of endless gratification, an unceasing flow of entertainment, diversions, and indulgences crafted to fulfill your every whim. But now, ask yourself, what price would you be willing to pay for this? Could the constant chase for happiness result not in liberation, but in a subtle form of enslavement? Today, we delve into the warning given by Aldous Huxley, how the quest for pleasure can transform into a modern form of slavery. We will explore both timeless wisdom and contemporary psychology to uncover how our longing for ease, comfort, and gratification may be quietly stripping away our freedom and humanity. By the end of this video, we will unveil profound insight, one that has the power to shift your perspective on life forever. Let us embark on this exploration, uncovering the hidden perils of pleasure and how we can reclaim our autonomy in a world intent on keeping us tethered to fleeting desires. In his seminal work, Brave New World, Aldous Huxley paints a haunting vision of a dystopian future where humanity willingly surrenders its autonomy in exchange for the illusion of happiness. In this world, people are pacified by soma, a drug that ensures they remain perpetually content, regardless of how empty their existence becomes. Huxley's dystopia was not built on chains or prisons, but on an overpowering pleasure so intoxicating that no one saw a reason to resist. This, he argued, is the most insidious form of control. Now, take a moment to reflect on the world we live in today. From the constant buzz of notifications to the endless scroll of social media, aren't we too being offered our own version of soma? Psychologists such as Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, renowned for his work on the concept of flow, caution us that while technology can create moments of deep engagement, it also ensnares us in cycles of addictive behavior. Algorithms curate personalized pleasures. Videos, advertisements, and content designed keep us hooked, yet they ultimately leave us feeling empty. Consider how often you reach for your phone, seeking a quick hit of joy, only to realize hours have slipped away, leaving you drained rather than fulfilled. This is the dark side of pleasure, a concept known in modern psychology as the hedonic treadmill. No matter how much happiness we attain, we quickly adapt, returning to a baseline level of contentment. Whether it's a brand new car, gourmet meal, or an exhilarating experience, the joy is fleeting, and the craving for the next fix inevitably follows. In Huxley's terms, we become prisoners of our own desires, caught in an endless pursuit of satisfaction that remains perpetually out of reach. This is not just an abstract issue. Research has revealed a troubling link between the rise of modern conveniences and declining mental well-being. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Affective Disorders found that excessive screen time, especially on social media, correlates with higher rates of anxiety and depression. What's even more alarming is how this cycle perpetuates itself. The more disconnected and discontent we feel, the more we seek solace in the very devices that fuel our dissatisfaction. So, what is the true cost of this unending pursuit of pleasure? Philosopher Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and the author of Man's Search for Meaning, argued that true fulfillment does not come from chasing happiness, but from discovering purpose. He believed that when individuals lack meaning, they are more likely to seek distractions, only to deepen their existential emptiness. Ask yourself, are you living a life driven by purpose, or have you unconsciously allowed the pursuit of pleasure to dictate your choices? This question is not merely philosophical. It is profoundly practical. Every day, we face decisions. Do we binge another TV series, or spend meaningful time with loved ones? Do we scroll aimlessly, or invest in personal growth? These small choices, seemingly insignificant, shape the trajectory of our lives. Aldous Huxley once remarked that most human beings have an almost infinite capacity for taking things for granted. In our pursuit of continuous pleasure, we risk overlooking the deeper joys of existence, relationships, creativity, self-discovery, and contributing to something greater than ourselves. This leads us to a profound realization. Reckless indulgence in pleasure does not lead to freedom. Instead, it forges invisible chains that bind us to habits, cravings, and distractions that drain our time, energy, and potential. As we move forward, we will uncover the hidden systems that thrive on our addiction to pleasure and, more importantly, how we can break free from them. But for now, take a moment to reflect. Are you truly living as a free individual, or have you become just another consumer in a world that profits from your desires? Let this thought guide you as we continue our journey toward understanding and self-liberation. What comes next will challenge not just how you perceive the world, but how you see yourself. Imagine a marketplace where the most valuable currency is your attention. In this world, the most prized commodity isn't gold, oil, or technology. It's you. Every moment spent scrolling, clicking, or consuming content is not just engagement. It is participation in a system where you're being bought and sold. Welcome to the attention economy, a structure that thrives on our addiction to pleasure and keeps us trapped in an unending cycle of consumption. To understand the depth of this control, we must examine how it exploits our biology. Neuroscientist Dr. Robert Sapolsky, an expert in dopamine and stress research, has revealed that our brains are wired to seek rewards. Each pleasurable experience triggers a dopamine release, reinforcing behaviors. Whether it's the thrill of social media likes, the excitement of a new purchase, or the rush of winning a game, this creates a feedback loop that keeps us coming back for more. The real trap? Anticipation of pleasure often generates more dopamine than the pleasure itself. This is why we eagerly await text replies or obsessively refresh our feeds. It's not the outcome, but the possibility of reward that keeps us hooked. As Tristan Harris, a former Google design ethicist, explains, modern platforms are engineered to exploit our vulnerabilities, using mechanisms like intermittent variable rewards, the same psychological triggers found in slot machines, to sustain addiction. When viewed through Huxley's lens, the pursuit of pleasure is not just a personal struggle, but a societal tool of control. In Brave New World, people were so consumed by their desires that they neither noticed nor cared about their eroding autonomy. Today, while we may not take soma, we are bombarded by digital distractions that serve the same function, to pacify us and keep us compliant. But why does this matter? Because unchecked pursuit of pleasure doesn't just waste time, it steals potential. When we prioritize fleeting gratification over meaningful pursuits, we sacrifice opportunities to grow, learn, and contribute. As Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, argues, shallow engagement with technology diminishes our ability to focus and achieve mastery. This leads us to a critical question. How much of your time is truly spent on activities that enrich your life? Do you prioritize immediate satisfaction at the cost of long-term fulfillment? These reflections aren't meant to shame, but to awaken. Recognizing our patterns is the first step toward reclaiming our freedom. And yet, breaking free is no easy task. The system does not merely encourage pleasure-seeking, it normalizes it. But an alternative exists, a shift from seeking pleasure to seeking purpose. This does not mean rejecting joy, but redefining its role in our lives. As psychologist Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology, has shown, the most fulfilling lives are built on meaning, engagement, and deep relationships, not just transient pleasures. So reflect, what brings you true, lasting joy? What one area of your life prioritizes short-term gratification over long-term growth? In our next segment, we will uncover practical strategies to escape the attention economy's grip and reclaim the power of intentional living. But for now, remember this. The pursuit of unchecked pleasure leads not to freedom, but to servitude. True liberation comes from discerning between what delights and what diminishes. The answers lie not in the next distraction, but in moments of deep self-reflection. Let's continue this journey together.